Hey guys, this is going to be a quick look at the new premium vehicle that's coming to Armoured Warfare if you complete both of the objectives for episode 3. This is the T-72 Victory with some random Russian words over it which I have no idea what they mean. Compared to the T-64A stock, the T-72 at base has 3,500 DPM, a 9-second reload, 2,265 hit points, 550 damage, which dwarfs the damage from the OF-40, the M60, to which in many cases it will do vast more damage than their heat rounds. This is a very punchy vehicle as well. For recommends, for retrofits, especially for tier 4, I would recommend an improved Pioneer kit. Improved gun reload speed. And you can take whatever you want for the last one. As of usual, I recommend a spare parts crate, a medical kit, and a fire extinguisher, as well as a field rebuild kit as well. Since high explosive is categorically useless, 30 AP and 16 heat would go well. You can either use Philip or Carlos, because Carlos gives you no, it's not Philip. No, likely to be Victor. As you see, with a 5-second reload time, we now have an 8.5-second reload time, which is good. I'll leave that there. Crew stats wise, you're probably going to want to do acceleration off-road and accuracy. For the gunner, aim speed and turret traverse. And for the most part, you can put whatever things you want in there. Targeting, we now have an aim time of 2 seconds with a turret traverse of 22. Utility, 20%. That's awful. That's usual for an MBT in a 400 meters view range. Mobility, we have a 6-second time from 0 to 32 with a 36 degree second and a 61.99 kilometer an hour top speed. Usual places to aim for the T-72 include the turret ring, but the most part everyone will aim at will be the lower plate. Sustained damage has gone up to 3,800, and a penetration of 310mm with your AP rounds, and 420 hashtag no scope with your heat rounds. For now, it is very likely to be similar to the playstyle in the T-72 we already have at tier 4. Where is it? There it is. Although, since it comes with a level 5 crew, you should be a lot better off than people who have recently just gotten their T-72 in the first place. It's quite a nice skin. I would have liked to see a skin with a more historical skin, but you know, it's nice to see all the words on it and everything, 1945. I mean, I would kind of like to see a Rush B joke, because it's Russian, but oh well. Anyway, that's it for the stats. Hey, so this is the first game I played in the T-72 Victory actually, and summed up all of it, including some amusing things about the players. So I ended up installing Acceleration Fielder Systems Mark II on this, which does help it fly a lot, quite a bit. We have with me Arcangelo in the BWP-1M, a Leopard 1, which is possibly the most meta MBT in tier 1, and then an M60A3. The enemy has an OF-40 and an AV-300, a BMD-1 and a Type 69. By all accounts and purposes, they have some very sneaky tanks who should not pick a direct fight with people. You know how this is going to go. So, with the improved fielder systems and a level 5 crew, I would like you to see how fast this thing flies. Look at 20, 30, 40, 50. We're at top speed, or well, we're literally almost at our top speed already. Rough terrain you can expect to do about 50-ish, about 51, which is actually quite good, to be honest. A normal speed of 50 is about the baseline for an MBT in Armoured Warfare on rough ground. I would definitely recommend putting improved fuel systems on just so you can keep up with the AFEs and rush to places. So since I'm the most heavily armoured tank here, I'm going to spot. I'm going to go ahead. Okay, I'm spotted. By what? Who spotted me? So right now we have armor piercing loaded, and that is the Type 69 over there, who should definitely not be over here. 500 damage, bang. That's the heat damage for most tier 4s actually. Bang, 591, AP as well. The BMD4 over there is firing high explosive at me. The LAV300 is firing heat. By all accounts and purposes, these guys should have run off by now, especially when there's a tier 4 MBT such as the T-72 flying at you. But apparently not. Look how well we're taking this slope. We're getting up it pretty quick. We're getting up it pretty decently actually. He hit me in the cupola for like 153 damage. But these guys should be running by now. I'm unsure why he did that. But anyway, we're going to dump a heat shell into him for 700 damage. We smoked there for the fun of it. LAV, wow. Great idea there. And the BMD apparently committed suicide. Hey, big damage, relatively quick. Not bad armour. Tanked a missile into turret, which is what more than most tier 4 MBTs can say. Such as the OF-40. But anyway, we're going to go over and murder this OF-40 by now anyway. Not long now. We're going to dump a heat shell right into him. 648. So to be honest, it's more like 600 to 700 damage with heat and about 500 to 600 with AP. Your armor's relatively decent. I mean, people have to aim when using missiles for the lower plate or the turret ring. Same for just about everything. So if you get hull down, your weak spots are dramatically reduced. Against higher tier tanks, you should be able to penetrate them slightly better than other MBTs of the same tier, due to the fact that you have a bigger gun. But for the most part, AFEs just don't go near them. You don't like getting hit for 700 heat damage. If you're in a lower tier vehicle against this, I would say track it and leave it alone. Russian MBTs of the low tiers are very, very difficult to deal with due to their speed, armor, and firepower. Don't snipe with the T-72 Victory either. Don't snipe with any Russian tank, full stop. They are not used to it. They are mid-range to brawl in. Hold down, you can. It does minimize your weak spots, but you don't have... You have very little gun depression. Let's have a look at this gun depression actually. Gun depression of... Where are you? Oh, gun depression. Where is it? Details... It's -6 degrees at best. It's... Yeah, the gun depression is pretty bad. Anyway, that's it for the T-72 Victory review. You will get a tier 5 crew, which is good. You will have a shiny new premium tank, which you can use at tier 4, which is good. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, subscribe, like, comment, in that order. I'll see you all next time. Bye for now, guys.